If you're a Filipino and you want to see what the world is like, then this is a show for you. This Week in Illustrado is the weekly show that we began in February that showcases updates, news, and slice of life from our friends all across the globe. Today, since we're nearing the end of 2020, we're going to be doing a yearly recap while also saying hello to our friends in Japan, Norway, the Middle East, and more. My name is Paolo from Illustrado. Don't forget to follow us on our social media and support our sponsors. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join the This Week gang, you can send us a video from wherever you are across the world because we'd love to feature you and highlight your stories. So let's roll the intro, do our yearly recap, say hello to our friends, and catch up with you next year.
This week in Tokyo, Japan. Minasan konnichiwa. My name is Sanji. I am a Filipino nurse living here in Tokyo, Japan. So today it's 8 degrees Celsius. It's quite cold. It's autumn here in Japan, almost winter. So I think this is the perfect time to explore the city of Tokyo. So since today is my day off, I want to take you guys with me and let us explore the city of Tokyo. Train is one of the most common mode of transportation here in Japan, and trains here in Japan are very fast and efficient. And we are finally here on our first stop, Shinjuku. But first, let's have our lunch in one of my most favorite dining spots here in Shinjuku, Sanagi. Aside from the very nice interior and atmosphere, they also offer very affordable lunch menu. And for today, I ordered Japanese karage. And then we need to transfer trains to get to our next destination, Shibuya. Shibuya, this is where we can find the very popular statue of the dog, Hachiko, and also the very famous Shibuya crossing. And also here in Shibuya, there is a mega Don Quixote. Don Quixote is a very popular discount shop here in Japan where you can find everything from foods, souvenirs, skincare, electronics, everything. And just a few minutes walk from Shibuya, we are now here in Omotesando and Harajuku. And if you are already tired walking and shopping, here in Harajuku, we can also find a very nice park called the Yoyogi Park. And now, since it's autumn, we can enjoy the very beautiful momiji or autumn leaves in this park. So guys, that's it. If you want to know more about Japan, please don't forget to visit my YouTube channel, Sanji Custodio, and also follow me on my Instagram. So yes, so this has been Sanji for this week in Illustrado. Ja, mata ne!
This week in Rome. My name is Joy Costales, mother of 2 kids, and I have been living in this wonderful city since 2007. Before all of this, the pandemic, I work as a bartender. So come with me and I will tour you around the city. It's December and the weather is sunny but a little chilly. Rome is called the Eternal City because despite its age, the city continues to grow and it has attracted the attention of the world, and the tourism has become the major source of income. Considered by most as the symbol of Rome, the Colosseum is the largest amphitheater ever built. It is now listed as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Aside from this, Rome is also home to the largest Baroque fountain that rose to popularity in 1960s with Federico Fellini's La Dolce Vita, meaning sweet life. Housing the city capital, the Piazza Venezia is considered as the central hub of Rome. The Fontana della Barcaccia, meaning the fountain of the boat, is another Baroque-style fountain found at the foot of the Spanish Steps. It was completed in 1629. The Piazza del Popolo, literally meaning People's Square. In ancient times, it was the starting point of Via Flaminia, the most important route to the north, so it was the traveler's first view of Rome upon arrival to the city. Here in Rome, you can also find the smallest sovereign state of the world, the Vatican City. As what I have said, tourism is the major source of income. So when the pandemic struck, many lost their jobs, including me. But since Filipinos are known to easily adapt and reinvent themselves in times of adversities, I myself started to focus to my family and my passions. Life throws challenges, but with patience and resilience, you can convert every challenge into a new opportunity to grow. This is Joy Costales for Illustrado. Please subscribe to our family channel on YouTube, Jed and Eleanor, and to my personal YouTube channel, JC Videos.
Take advantage of our 2020 year-end sale. The Visa Center is giving away a 50% discount to our first 30 customers this month of December. So hurry and contact one of our immigration consultants today. Book your consultations and check out if you're eligible to immigrate to Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. We wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The Visa Center, shaping a better future.
Hello everyone, I am Donita, your Pinoy teacher here in Norway. And this week in Trondheim city, it is 4 degrees Celsius outside here. And in my back is the Nidaros Cathedral. This is one of the historical sites of Norway. It also faces several battles in the history, but still it is restored. And even though this city faces a lot of struggles in the history, they still continue to move forward. Even now, they still do their traditions, Yule Mark, or we say Christmas market here in Trondheim city. And speaking of battles, we all know that we face a lot of battles in our lives. So sorry for the bell. Sorry for the bell. So back to the topic. As what I'm talking about, we all faces battles and struggles in our lives. There are challenges. So let me share you a short story as a teacher here in Norway. So first, I started to work as an assistant teacher, but still the school system of the Philippines and Norway is different. That's why I need to take completing course to be a qualified teacher here in Norway. And this year was my last semester, and I finished making my thesis, I finished my practice teaching, and everything that I need to be a qualified teacher here. But when I am doing those things to be a qualified teacher, I always come to a point that I used to doubt myself. I am always thinking if I can make it, if I can finish this course, always doubting about myself. But then I realized that I must stop doubting about myself and start on focusing to finish all the challenges, all the things that I need to do to be a qualified teacher here. Because if you just focus on doubting on yourself and not believing in yourself, it will be hard enough for you to finish all your goals and dreams in life. So now, I already finished all the things that I need to do to be a qualified teacher here. So once again, I am Donita, your Pinoy teacher in Norway. If you want to know more about me, my ideas, life experiences here in Norway, just go to my YouTube channel, Pinoy Teacher in Norway. Once again, keep believing in yourself and stop doubting. Again, I am Donita in This Week in Illustrado.
This week in Hatta. Hi guys, this is Antonino. Haven't seen you in so long. It's now the end of 2020, and to celebrate Christmas and the New Year, my family and I decided to road trip our favorite places here in the UAE. We first this morning started off in Ras Al Khaimah and made our first pit stop in Sharjah, Maliha.
The Maliha Desert is around 1.5 hours from Ras Al Khaimah. Within it is the Al Faya Retreat, a series of private spaces, a pool, cafe, and a restaurant, all providing respite in the middle of the vast rocky terrain.
There we had a picnic, and I'll flash some videos right here. Nothing spells picnic like noodles. Nothing spells picnic like thermos. You know what else spells picnic? Bottled water. Now we are in Hatta, known for the famous Hatta Dam as well as the Hatta Hollywood sign.
Is it showing?
Yeah.
Now that it is winter time here in the United Arab Emirates and the temperatures have dropped to a brisk 23 or 24 degrees, it is the perfect time for outdoor activities like camping, like road tripping with your family, and all of that jazz.
Hatta is an enclave of Dubai and is around 45 minutes away from Al Maliha. Road tripping with the family is personally one of my favorite pastimes when you're on holiday. Even when there's no final destination per se, the simple joys that are taking in the views from the backseat of the car, listening to great music, and occasionally stepping out to smell the roses, in other words, taking some pictures, make being on the road so enjoyable.
We are currently at the foothills of Hatta Dam. I'm here with my brother Paolo, and we're gonna make the flight up this hill. Don't know if you can see it. Pretty steep, so wish us luck. See you at the top. Despite still being in the middle of a pandemic, that doesn't mean we can't enjoy the outdoors and social distance while doing fun things. So not only are we being safe, we're also taking the best advantage of what is around us. 2020 has been an eventful year, and despite the whirlwind it has been, we are at the finish line, and hopefully 2021 has better things in store for us. But until then, I'm Antonino, and I'm signing off for This Week in Illustrado. See you next year, guys!
This week in Illustrado, I'm flying you to the Philippines. I'm deeply grateful for the chance to come home for the holidays to spend time with my family despite the ongoing global crisis. It's the journey, they say, and not the destination. So, how was it? An 8-hour flight turned into a 24-hour travel time because of the multiple protocols that we needed to conform with from the time I left Riyadh until I arrived in Manila. But was it worth it? That's all they're all asking me as soon as I got here. I have to say definitely, because I enjoyed the journey and the time I was able to spend catching up with those I haven't connected with in a while. And of course, finally being able to see my family. Maligayang Pasko, Illustrado family, and the rest of our global neighborhood, and wishing you all a legendary 2021.
This week, or next week rather, we say goodbye to 2020 and greet 2021 with the hope that it will be a lot better than this year. Looking back at my Christmas from the past decade, I can clearly say that it's a decade of tremendous growth. We all know how much 2020 has changed us for the better and made us realize the things we used to take for granted. I have grown spiritually, and as an individual, I gained a better perspective in life. I've met new friends and valued the ones who've always been there for me, the true ones who have been there in my darkest moments and cheered and shared my victories. Let us not forget this life lesson that 2020 gave us, like learning to appreciate the small things, loving a lot, learning to forgive, and living the moment. Let's not forget to do things that we want to do now. Try new things, and don't ever be afraid to take risks. This is Leslie from Riyadh. See you all in 2021.
Happy holidays! Merry Christmas! Happy New Year! Kulang pa kami!
What is up, everybody? This is Paolo here. I'm here today at Hatta Dam. We're on leave, actually we're nearing towards the end of 2020 already. It is December. It's a time for reflection, it's a time for holidays, a little bit of get together, but also, of course, it's time for a yearly recap. So this year in Illustrado, I'm going to give you a rundown of the things that we started doing this year. 2020 was a big year of growth for us, despite all of the things that have been happening recently, including the pandemic, including so many struggles and so much more. But we here have always been hard at work. We kicked off the year with the release of our Illustrado 300 Most Influential Filipinos in the Gulf, honoring the Filipino legacy here in the UAE and the rest of the GCC, and we topped it off with an awesome party at the Burj Khalifa at the Armani Privé Club to celebrate Filipino pride. Of course, the pandemic hit us, so after that we had to ensure that we were staying at home, carrying out our social distancing, and doing so much more. This period of isolation and social distancing has brought us so much closer in ways that we couldn't imagine. For instance, we started off our This Week series, which showcases Filipino life across the globe by way of updates, news, and slice of life. Of course, we've also started doing webinars to help our community out and teach them about insightful and informational things. We also did Illustrado Talks where we addressed important things, be it political, socio-economical, and so much more. We also even did This Week Live, by the way, where we connected with some Filipino youths and progressive Filipinos out there to talk about some more exciting things. Aside from that, we also started with Illustrado Faces 2020, which showcases Filipino beauty in the Gulf, and one of my personal favorites, Illustrado Faces Plus, which is our charm and talent competition for Pinoys here in the GCC. We also did Illustrado Fashion Issue 2020 because, of course, fashion lives, and towards the end of the year, guys, we topped it off with a really nice extra special online virtual gathering and potluck for Illustrado Go Live's Christmas episode.
Yay! Kumusta po? Nanay Amba, we are so happy to have you.
This year has brought us closer in ways that I cannot imagine, and that's all thanks to modern technology and human resourcefulness as well. Since we're still carrying out our social distancing, I can't exactly say when this pandemic will end, but I will say that humans are always resilient and we will continue to thrive no matter what is going on. So guys, 2021 is going to be a year of even more growth for us because more exciting things are going to happen. And until then, this is Paolo, the host and co-creator for This Week in Illustrado, and I'm signing off for 2020. We'll see you next year.